Hello. Do you know about the Sitzer Burnett case? If you don't, let me tell you about it. So, the real estate industry has been in a Twitter lately about a case called Sitzer Burnett, and a giant switch was flipped Saturday. It is all we've talked about and met about for months and months and months in my office. And the highlights are that now more than ever, a realtor cannot show someone a property in person or via video or FaceTime or chat or anything unless that person signs some sort of agreement with the realtor. It can be a single property showing, like, hello, Mrs. Realtor, I don't know you, like you, trust you, but I really want to get to see this property. So how can we do that? So you can just get that person to sign a single property showing agreement, or it can be a typical buyer agreement with the agent, which is usually a longer period of time. This agreement can include buyer's agent commission. It doesn't have to. It's completely negotiable. Let me say it again. Commission is completely negotiable. It can be a transactional level agreement or a client level agreement, but something has to be signed or you're not going in that house. Another highlight, and this one really does stink, is that cooperating broker commission is now illegal to post on MLS anywhere. So let's say you're a first-time home buyer. You've been going to college. You've been renting while you're in college. You graduate. You get a job. Student loan payments are coming due. Always a fun time. You've always been a renter, so you don't have a house to sell and therefore no equity to put towards buying a new house. So you talk to your realtor, me, of course, and together you decide on what you want in a home. You tell your realtor, hey, please understand, I know buying a house is expensive. I know I'm going to have to pay for inspections. I know I'm going to have attorney fees. I'm going to have appraisals to pay for. I'm going to have other closing costs, and I don't even have much money to put towards a down payment. I can't pay you anything. So whatever properties we look at have to have a seller who is willing to pay a buyer's agent. So prior to last Friday, your realtor, your most excellent realtor, would say, no problem. I'll go to the MLS. I will identify properties where the seller is offering buyer's agent commission, and we'll talk about those. We won't look at any since you can't pay a buyer's agent commission. Since last Friday, your most excellent realtor cannot go to the MLS and discover these properties because all mention of compensation has been removed from the MLS by law. The goal of Sitzer Burnett was supposedly to make things more transparent, and somehow someone decided that removing cooperating broker commission from the MLS, where everyone can see it, increased transparency. So removing information increases ability to access that information. Now your realtor has to call each listing individually and ask if the seller is offering any buyer's agent commission. You, first-time home buyer with no money, want to see 6 houses Saturday, right? Great, no problem. Give me time to call. I can't go in the MLS and look for cooperating broker commissions. So here's what I have to do. Give me time to call each listing agent, inquire about seller offered compensation, wait for that agent to call or text me back and hope that they do, eliminate the properties with no seller paid compensation to the buyer's agent, substitute those houses out with the other possibilities whose listing agents I also have to call back, ask, wait for a call back or text, and then I can set up our Saturday schedule. I'm so glad that decreasing transparency was to increase transparency. Here's the cynical part of me. This is illegal, but I predict it's going to happen. Let's say I call a listing agent for a buyer's agent commission amount. That listing agent tells me, yep, seller's paying commission, it's 2.5%. Then Realtor Susie, who happens to also coach the listing agent's little girl soccer team in her off time because she's a fabulous person, calls that same listing agent for one of her buyers who's looking at the same property. This listing agent loves Coach Susie and what Coach Susie has done with the little girls team. So that listing agent tells Realtor Coach Susie that the buyer's agent commission is 3%. Well, just a few minutes ago, the seller's agent told me the commission was 2.5%. You know what? I can't go to the MLS and see. I'm so glad transparency has been increased. To any of the realtors who might be watching, I promise if you call me about a property, I will answer or I will call you back. I actually find all this very interesting. We have met and met and met and met in my office about this. And I'm curious about how much people who aren't involved in real estate transactions know about this. Anyway, that's it for now. Let me know if you have any questions. It's a pretty interesting time, and I'd love to talk about it. Bye.